Some of my very favorite bug stories of all time are related to the F-16 fighter plane. Turns out that when the F-16 was conceived, it had a very interesting feature. Whenever it would fly and cross the equator, the plane would instantly flip on its backside and keep on flying. This fortunately only happened in simulation. But imagine what would have happened in real life. Well, the F-16 can actually fly on its back for hours and hours. It turns out that this was a signage bug in the navigation system. Picture what would have happened if this navigation system had been used for commercial airlines. If you see the fasten seatbelt sign, yes, be sure to keep your seatbelt on at all times. Another nice bug story is related to Google's Android operating system for mobile phones. One of the first versions of Android had a diagnostic mode turned on, where an engineer would be able to use the serial port to enter arbitrary Unix commands. Now, interestingly enough, if the phone would not detect a device on the serial port, it would fall back to the built-in keyboard instead. What this meant was that anything you entered on the keyboard was also interpreted as a Unix command. This was discovered when somebody got an SMS asking him, "What did you do all day?" And he answered, "Reboot." And lo and behold, with this command, the phone rebooted. Picture this, anything you say is interpreted as a Unix command. He could also have said, "Remove files," or "Drop database," or whatever. This was very, very quickly fixed. Here's another really mysterious bug. I had a program, and the program crashed. So far, so good. So I inserted a print statement in order to figure out what was going on. To my big amazement, after I inserted the print statement, the bug was gone. Classical Heisenberg. What was even better, I removed the print statement again, and the bug still was gone. Now that's an interesting way to fix bugs. What was going on there? It turned out this was a problem in the linker. The linker had two modes. It had an incremental mode, in which you would simply link in changes, and it had a non-incremental mode, where it would start linking from scratch. And if I made a small change to the program, it would go into the incremental mode. In the incremental mode, the bug was not triggered. So this is why, in the first attempt, in the non-incremental mode, the bug came to be, and later, in the incremental mode, the bug was turned off again. But this was hard to work around. Essentially what I did was I made a comment in the build script that would trigger the incremental mode by simply linking twice. And this is how we worked around the bug.